Okay, Coach. Celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, 95-56. Choose the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Had a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch tight end. Kill.
Hey. 4 down.
From the 27, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He's great. 59. Ready. Get up.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 93 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Hey, easy.
Right there.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here, 21. 54.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. Flushed out right. Man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Vic Beasley. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 3-yard line.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They toss to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
0-2.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, that's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his 2nd catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball to number 11?
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Get out! Wait!
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st down, Falcons.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at about the 28. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Freeman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's is Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw is Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it'll be Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Down, ready, you ready?
Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. 4th down, and the Falcons will bring on Giorgio Tavecchio to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Breeze finding Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. What's good on the extra point? And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Ginn. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Leaps past him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Breeze now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ryan wants to throw it. He's got it, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Breeze now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, it becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.